any one of you knows this year's theme? Sorry? Chocolate is waiting for you. Anyone wants to grab it? You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
Pick me. Pick me.
I know you know it because we talked about it on the way here. Anyone knows it? Oh, I heard so many phones ringing, yeah?
Yay!
Well done. And he's not even having his smartphone next to him. Or maybe he was very smart and Googled it very fast. This year's theme is green cities. Now, cities are extremely important because millions of people are living in cities. And often, as Datuk rightly said, our public transport infrastructure, our cars, everything else has a big impact. I'll tell you another little story. When I first came to Malaysia, I decided I want to live next to public transport. So I moved into Times Square. And one thing I was very suspicious about was, am I killing myself by living here in this room? Because I could hardly get any fresh air. The windows, you could open them up like that. And sometimes in Malaysia, I don't know whether you're aware of that, but I've been at construction sites, I have seen building materials. Like one time, I took a picture of it, I have to find that picture again. I was at a construction site, residential house, and they were using some liquid for some of the refurbishment, and there was no name, what this was. The only thing that was on there was a death skull symbol. Like, don't touch, don't drink, don't inhale, it might kill you. Go through a shopping mall in Malaysia where there is refurbishment going on. Remember the smell, the staunch smell? That is volatile organic carbons. Can even sometimes be formaldehyde. Chemicals that are volatile, they evaporate. They are used as solvents to carry paint, strippers, to be used for glues, even sometimes in hotels. I've been in a hotel in Manila once, and I could see they just changed the carpet, and they'd used solvent-based glue, and I was really worried to stay in that room. I said to the guys downstairs, you change the room for me, or I want to get a refund immediately, and, you know, go, because this is highly dangerous. Even a story last year, when I told my friends in the Philippines about indoor air quality, they told me, oh yeah, our aunt, she lives in, or she lived in Baguio. Baguio is a city slightly elevated, a bit like maybe Cameron Highland used to be cool. The Malaysians here, who maybe have been there a long time ago, a lot of trees have been chopped. I've been told by people who used to live there that the temperature has changed. Again, what are we doing to the planet? To the planet here in Malaysia, and to the planet as a whole. Back to that story, Baguio. Yeah, the aunt's house had just been painted with fresh paint. Because the place is so cold, she kept all the windows closed. Next morning, she was dead. Things like that can happen. And we think polluting is cheap, or the solvent-based paint is cheaper. But sometimes it backfires because we don't take into consideration the damage we might do to our health, to the health of the planet, and ultimately the health of our future generations. So this is a very important issue. And when I moved into Times Square, I got a guy in, an engineer, who was trained to do air quality monitoring. Because I wanted to make sure that I'm not killing myself by breathing in contaminated air.